Okay, let me get situated here. My hair. No, that's not it. You know, one thing I never understood was why Mickey Mouse is one of the most beloved and most popular characters on the whole damn planet. I don't get the fascination with Mickey Mouse other than it made Walt Disney super fucking huge, and therefore he created the greatest studio of all time, fucking theme parks, movies like Snow White, Cinderella, and shit like that. I'm not gonna go through the list, but I just don't get it. As a kid, he was one of my least favorite characters, even though he was plastered all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? They have blankets of him, cartoons, movies, fucking bootleg merchandise. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. The same reason why people like Superman is the same reason they like Mickey Mouse, because of perfection. They don't like when they make characters to be perfect, or like, you know, he has his little house with his little dog who gets jealous that he has a cat, and his, like, you know, his cute little wife and their fucking little house, and they just drive around like, oh babe, I'm gonna play a fucking harmonica song for Christmas. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's too perfect for me. I like my characters flawed a little bit. You know, I like my characters to have some sort of monsters, you know what I mean, or skeletons in their closet, you know what I mean, because it's relatable. We all feel certain ways. We all feel angry. We all feel upset. We all feel like, you know, there's stuff wrong with us. We're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And if there is a perfect person, they're fucking lying to you. Straight up. Goofy, for example. Let's start with Goofy. I can relate to him. He's one of my favorite characters in the world. Growing up, I had his movies. I believe it or not, I had the Goofy movie soundtrack, and I would be fucking bumping some Powerline and shit. You know the song at the end of the movie, like when they go to that concert? That fucking song. In the Goofy movie, he has a son, and he's a single father, and he's trying his best to be a great dad. You know, I want to take my son on vacation because, you know, he's getting older, and he don't really want to hang out with me. You know, he tries so fucking hard to get Max to hang out with him, which in the end, obviously they do. They become like close together, but there's a flaw there. You know what I mean? Goofy is a single father. Who knows if the chick like ran out on him or she passed away? It's never explained, but he's a single father. That's what's shown, and he tries his hardest to raise his son. But why isn't he as popular as fucking Mickey Mouse? Because Mickey Mouse is perfect. Donald Duck, on the other hand, he fucking has PTSD. He's always fucking tripping out. He's all over the fucking place. I mean, this dude has no fucking chill. You know what I mean? He has a wife. He has Daisy, you know, who's super fucking like nice and shit. She don't flip out. I don't know how she deals with him. But he has 3 fucking nephews, 3 badass little kids, like Bebe's kids or some shit like that. Like, they're always causing trouble, but then sometimes they're nice, you know what I mean? They have the right intentions, but they're just all over the fucking place. Mickey Mouse was created because of one of the greatest revenge stories, right? Or as they say, the greatest form of revenge is success, right? Well, Mickey Mouse was that revenge, which was his huge fucking success. Because Walt Disney and his co-creator, who they never fucking mentioned, if it wasn't for Google or Wikipedia, I would have known this, which makes it a little fishy. But that's a different video for another time, or a different topic for another time, whatever. So Walt Disney and this guy named Ubi Works created this character called Oswald Rabbit. And Oswald Rabbit was supposed to be this Mickey Mouse character. And this is when they worked for Universal at the time. I can't remember on top of my head. I don't know if Disney left or Universal let him go. But either way, Disney could not leave with his character Oswald Rabbit. So Universal was like, no, you know what? You created him in my studio using my stuff. You're on my time, so therefore, no, it's mine. Which is bullshit, but you know what I mean? That's how fucking Hollywood contracts, or fucking contracts in general, work. So Disney left. He told Ubi Works, you know what, let's get the fuck out of here, let's go do something else. Ubi Works started sketching up like these characters, you know, he ended up creating what is now Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney took a look at it, he polished it up, you know, made it nice and beautiful, and he created a cartoon. Mickey Mouse became one of the biggest fucking things in the world. And that's what made history. You know what I mean? because he knew that he could not get his character back. Walt Disney was like, fuck that, Universal. Take him, you can have him. If I can create this character and have great success with this character, why can't I create another one? And they did. And now, look at everything now. Universal's like, we got one of your sweet little characters. Try creating another one, asshole. Disney's like, hold my paintbrush, because I'm about to fuck this shit up. One of the greatest revenge stories after I read that. I was like, damn, that's crazy. The greatest form of revenge is success. That's fucking cool. This video isn't about Mickey Mouse or the Wii. It's a combination of both, actually. It's about Epic Mickey. So, let's get into this fucking mess. Without further ado, without wasting no more fucking time, let's get into Disney's Epic Mickey, powered by the Nintendo Wii. So the game begins with Mickey Mouse fast asleep. I mean, comfortable, cozy, without a care in the world. When suddenly he is woken up. Not by a sound, not by a shadow, but just because. I'm serious, I mean, there's no reason why he woke up. I've watched it over a few times and there is no reason why. Because they keep hinting at that book on that bed. And what does he do? He goes through the mirror. What a fucking coincidence. In the words of Cardi B,
how convenient is that? Wow, how convenient is fucking that?
So he makes his way off the bed and heads to the mirror. As he gets to the other side, he notices the wizard painting, which to me looks like a board game. You know, he's creating castles, buildings, little life, trees and shit, you know what I mean? Trying to play God. I don't know what his motives are, but it sure seems that way. And I have a quick observation. Why is this old man stroking that brush so suggestively? I mean, what else does it look like? He does it smooth, he does it with the backhand, he lays it down like he's ready to pipe it. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I thought this game was rated E for everyone. That includes children. I didn't know this game was rated D for disgusting or rated F for fucking gross. But I digress. So the wizard heads off to sleep, and Mickey, being the little curious rodent that he is, decides to go look at what that old man was doing. And in doing so, he knocks over the paint and the fucking paint thinner and creates a monster. He starts freaking out, starts yelling like a little bitch. He goes, jumps back in the mirror, and goes back to sleep. That's all he does. That's literally the whole beginning of the fucking story. So after he returns home and goes back to sleep, he starts to dream, and the years go by. You know, his success starts to grow from Steamboat Willie, past all these cartoons that he was in, you know, the cartoons through the 90s, and then finally it comes back. He wakes up, sees like this black fucking Uzi monster over him, just yelling, and he starts to freak out, you know, trying to run away, and that little beast grabs him by the legs and just pulls his ass back into the mirror like, oh yeah, you want to come over here and invade, bitch? Well, I got you now. So from here on out, it's one big ass tutorial pretty much. So you collect two types of ammo, paint and thinner. The paint is used to paint, obviously. It can create paths, build bridges, repair pipes, and shoot at the enemies to make allies. Now the paint thinner does the exact opposite. Obviously, it removes walls, creates holes in the ground for hidden spaces and whatnot. And also you can shoot at the enemies and destroy them that way too. A is to jump, B is to paint, Z is thinner, C straightens out the camera, 1 is your eye view, 2 goes to the menu, and directional pads control the camera. Shake the Wii remote for an attack, and pretty much that's just about it. Nothing too difficult once you get the hang of it. I mean, controls are pretty simple, right? That should make the game easier, right? No, my friend. It doesn't. Because the biggest enemy here is not the computer or not the villains. No. It's the controls. I'm not a huge fan of the Wii, to be quite honest with you, because I never liked the motion controls. They interfere with the game like you wouldn't believe, and you literally have to have the space for this shit. Not everyone has a big ass spacious bedroom or living room. I bring that up because the aiming in this game is terrible. I struggled so fucking much trying to aim at enemies or at buildings just to miss, or do that thing where the crosshairs shoot across the screen. The camera angles, while I'm on the topic of issues with the game, are fucking horrendous. I mean, trash.
For a platformer, the camera should be the main focus point of the developers, right? Well, you end up in spots where it's difficult to turn the camera, and pushing C to straighten the camera doesn't do shit. So you're stuck with it, unfortunately. The game isn't all that bad though, it's actually pretty fun. I enjoy seeing new and old characters. The stages were created with ton of imagination, taken from different Disney properties. I fuck with the creepy designs they gave these stages. Weird looking dolls, demonic elephants, a decapitated Goofy. Every stage has its unique look and challenges. And speaking of challenges, these fucking characters will run your ass non-stop. I'm not kidding. Find me this, get me that, find my wrench, kiss my ass. Yes, it's a game, but damn, I want to explore a little bit, shit. But your space is very, very limited, and you can't really do shit other than complete their stupid ass demands. Unless you want to just talk to these uninteresting locals like, gee, this is so much fun. I mean, I'm having too much fun. Like, Mom, do you want to come in here and take my Wii away? Cause, I mean, I'm going a little crazy over here. And another thing, why the fuck did they make looking for items such a difficult task? I'm a grown-ass man who's not very good at video games, but nonetheless, an adult having a hard time finding this shit. What is it, rated E? Not T? Kids play this shit. If a moderate gamer like myself is having a hard time, imagine a 10-year-old. They'd launch that fucking Wii remote to Mr. Wilson's retired ass head. I know I said it was fun, but it wasn't fun enough. The controls, the layout, it's super repetitive. I was quickly regretting playing this shit. I wasted a total of 3 hours playing this fucking game, and I will not finish or return to it anytime soon. Like I said, the animation, the attention to artistic detail was great, but unfortunately the game wasn't good overall. Not for me at least. I'd give it a score of 3 nickels out of 5. I seen they had a sequel too, and if it's anything like this piece of shit, then I'm definitely skipping over this bitch.